Hello everyone, RoninMan back. We're going to be continuing Violet Evergarden today. We're on episode 2. Had fun with the first episode so far, kind of learning stuff. Got choked up at a couple points. But no full-on crying just yet. I'm going to hold out as long as I can. I know this show's going to do it. Gonna get me there for sure. We're going to stay strong as long as we can. So from what I understand so far, Violet is a war veteran who had lost her commanding officer during the war, and she also lost her arms. She now has like automated arms. I forgot what kind of silver they were, but it was an interesting word, and the design of the hands are really interesting. Actually, the character design on everything here is fantastic. I'm loving all of it so far. The setting, the town that they're in is just gorgeous. I would love to just find the closest place that looks like that and go there. But I mean, I know every town has like its bad spot, but that town doesn't look like it has a single spot that I wouldn't mind being in. But then again, we're only on episode 2, so maybe there is a bad spot somewhere, who knows. But anyway, she's starting her new job. She wants to learn how to type, and I guess like type letters for people, and she wants to understand what I love you means, because she seems to be like metaphorically like an instrument bred for war, and the major, who I guess died in the war, was kind of teaching her how to be human, how to be a person, and treated her as such, even though maybe her peers didn't do that for her. She just really hasn't ever been given the chance to be human and to care for things and things like that. And it seems like this environment she's in will allow her to do that. And the lieutenant colonel here, he seems like a good person so far. He seems to be trying his best in giving her a second life. And so yeah, so far I like all the characters, and she's got some interesting coworkers. They're all smoking hot. They must have really great personalities, because that's how that works, pretty sure. Enjoying it so far, so we're gonna go ahead and continue on. Everyone, if you haven't yet, please like, comment, and subscribe. Really appreciate all the time you spend here, and hopefully we find some new people in the Violet Evergarden community. Happy to be here, and thank you to my patrons for supporting me up to this point. If you guys didn't know, I have a Patreon, and we're up to 3 episodes ahead of YouTube. So I do have a Discord server. Link is in the description below. Feel free to click on that and join the server and say hi to everybody. It's free to do that. We do have some patron-only channels as well, but otherwise there's plenty of other channels to jump in and have fun. So we're going to go ahead and jump on into this. All the guys in this show have like fantastic looking hair. They look like they don't give a shit, but it's just, the hair is just like stylishly everywhere, and it's flowing, and it's long hair, all this stuff. So it was introduced, or she was introduced to him as just like an object.
Violet Evergarden.
Auto memory doll apprentice. I wonder why they call them auto memory dolls. It's just an interesting name. Like, she's a soldier, right? She's killed people. Okay, so we finally got the first surprise that, oh, she's got metal hands. It'd be cool if she just starts like at some point if she gets like ridiculously good at it. I'm sure she will because that's just like, oh wow. Wow, the details and how her arms work it's really fantastic. Was she too good or? Yeah, it's probably like metal clanging on other metal.
一緒に昼飯食おうぜ。焼きそば、お前らの分も買ってやっからよ。
いらない。
I don't blame you for trying, buddy.
もういい。もう働く女はいいわ。な、お前ら焼きそば。
いりません。それと、お前っていうのやめてください。
He does need a bit of an attitude adjustment.
せっかくライデンに出てきてドールになったのに、毎日毎日宛名書きだの。そういえば、あのシーンにも軍にいたそうですよ。
I wonder how old she's supposed to be. Violet, I mean.
タイ向いてないですよね。ああ、もっとワクワクするような手紙が書きたいな。でもそういうのはカトレ屋さんのとこ行っちゃいますもんね。
So they want to write letters that are a bit more personal to people rather than just information-based things like addresses and stuff like that.
ねえ、じゃあ今度夕食ごちそうしてよ。クラウディア。名前で呼ぶな。女の子。
God damn.
すぐには無理だな。今月の俺の給料なしだから。
It's not getting paid this month. He did mention something about some sort of performance based off of his performance.
あ、ずいぶん上達したじゃない。すごいわ。明日は誰かの横で実際のドールの仕事を見ていこっか。
I still don't understand why they call them dolls, though.
私も携帯してよろしいでしょうか。タイプはどこへ？自室です。訓練のためと。
住所？ギルベルトの？
はい。代筆業務に着任し、訓練を開始したと。
Ah, no. They need to tell her what's going on.
ご存知の通り、生活資金にも給する。綴りが間違っています。
それから毎月2クロルずつ返すって書いてくれ。
完済するまでに120年ほどかかります。旦那様はそれまで生存可能なのでしょうか。私のしつけが悪かったのかしら。私どもの日頃の指導がいた。即座に泣くのを中断してください。
遅れにつきましては弁解の余地もなく、これじゃ俺がまるっきり悪いみてえじゃねえか。
You're about to get your ass kicked.
どこがどのように気に入らないのか。
どけよ。
具体的かつ適切な指示。速やかにしてください。
お客様から何件か苦情が来てるんだけど。
この後予約のお客様はいらっしゃいません。商工会議所の名簿の作成を彼女と鋭意行いますので。
Maybe she's more open to teaching her.
ねえ、あなたどうしてこの仕事をしたいの？
She definitely rubs the other girl the wrong way, for sure.
いらっしゃいませ。代筆をご希望でございますか？他に何の用が？失礼いたしました。
God, what a bitch.
交際を申し込まれたの。自動車の会社を立ち上げた男性でね、尻の軽い女に見られたくないわけ。彼がもっと誠意を見せてくれて、本当に私を愛してるなら、気品のあるロマンチックな手紙をお願い。書いといて。
Oh, now she's a bit rattled because of the last customer.
あなたが書いてくれるの？了解しました。
Oh, shit. She might actually write a good letter for her, though, because she's very direct. That might be what that lady needs. Oh, maybe not.
なんなのあの手紙。彼怒って手紙を送り返してきたのよ。読んでみなさいよ。自分が書いたやつ。手紙を拝読しましたが、私には現在行為はありません。その点を考慮し、贈答品および式。
Oh, shit, with gifts and funds. Oh, my God.
私、彼とお付き合いしたかったの。私だって愛してたのよ。
So she wanted to play a little bit of a game, at least.
あなた
Yeah, it's tough to crack that one, especially for someone like Violet, who's very straightforward.
少佐
Is not. You're some old dude.
おい
We got Cloud Strife over here.
どうした一人か
Is he wearing high heels? I thought I didn't see that right.
俺も考えようホッチンズのやつ今月給料ねえっつってたしうちの会社やばいかもな
I wonder if that's part of his fashion or part of more function for his bike.
私は自動式人形に不適格でしょうか。それは私もあなたのことは聞いていません。
Jeez.
向いてないわ。第一、あなたどうしてこの仕事がいいのよ。愛してる。
Just has like no clue about little nuances in social interaction.
少佐がなぜ私に向けて突然その言葉を口にしたのか。たとえ向いていなくても、私はこの仕事を。
But that might be what she needs to hear. She had a bad day, bad customer, then it rattled her confidence in her own abilities.
何もやめさせることはないと思います。そのうちもっといろんなことを知って手紙も少しずつ書けるようになると思います。私はこの任務に向いていないと言ったのに。
Violet, god damn it. She's trying to do you a solid.
私の方だ。だから彼女をあんなにムキになってかばってしまったんだ。
Okay. She has similar feelings about herself.
モリーのために制作したものだが、博士はそれを自動式人形と呼んだ。それが今では大失業のことを指す呼び名となっている。
Interesting. Nice little brief history on the typewriter.
私もいつか人の心を動かす
So the auto memory doll
素敵な手紙を書き
title isn't necessarily like that deep. It's just literally someone who is gonna be writing on the typewriter. Because I suppose this is a time where it's kind of like a while back, so there's only so much technology available, and this is kind of like a pretty, I suppose it could be considered a high-tech thing for them, even though Violet literally has fucking robot arms, which like we don't even have today, you know? Like, I would consider that to be pretty impressive.
開けます。これです。少佐がくださったブローチです。そうだわ。バイオレット、あなたドールの育成講座に通ってみない？
Oh, that'll be interesting to see her go through that class, especially if they say the teacher is strict.
いただきます。
Oh, wow.
あの子の言う少佐って
Lieutenant Colonel bought it for her, and that's why he didn't have money.
ギルベルト。士官学校時代からの友人だ。いや、いいとこの坊ちゃんの割には骨のあるやつだったよ。
So they were just really good friends, so he feels obligated to do this for him.
あいつはもう戻ってこない。
Okay, so we got a little more information on everybody else a little bit, and just kind of seeing how more complicated all the other characters are, especially the memory dolls. And there's still more to find out about them, I think, but yeah, little by little we're getting more information, and it's cool that one of them has found common ground with Violet, in that they kind of see a bit, not necessarily a bit of her in themselves, but just they see that she's dealing with the same trouble that they are, and they were able to. I don't remember her name, unfortunately. But the girl with the glasses, she also didn't think she could do the job, but she's right there looking at someone who isn't cut out for it, yet they still want to do it. And so that's kind of giving her more confidence to do the job too. And she's probably, and I would say at least at this time, she's more qualified to do it than Violet is. But then, you know, she had that bad day with the bad customer, and it shook her, and I can relate to that. You know, I think anybody that's had a job has had a day where they've had to deal with an angry customer, and it kind of made them question their own qualifications or their own knowledge on what their job was, and all that stuff. And So I definitely can relate to that. So, and it's unfortunate, and it happens. And then, you know, maybe after a day or two, you get your confidence back because you're just like, yeah, you know what, that person just had a bad day, and it had nothing to do with you whatsoever. It's just the right combination of bad things happened. You know, that person had a bad day, and then they ran into you, and maybe you didn't know something at that exact moment, or you didn't do something just quick enough for them that day, and that was the last straw for them. You know, doesn't give them an excuse for being an ass, but it's part of life, unfortunately. So that lieutenant colonel, I think he seems to be a good dude. There's definitely much more to figure out there in terms of what his relationship was with the major, and it sounds like they were friends, but it sounds like there's like more going on there because he's going pretty far out of his way for Violet. I don't know if maybe the lieutenant colonel loves her, I don't know, or if the major was that good of a friend. I don't know. I mean, the guy spent his money for the month on that pendant for her. So I mean, I think that's a pretty big deal. That's a whole month of income. So yeah, so we got a bit more information. I'm looking forward to watching Violet take these classes to see her really get tested and pushed in that direction, and see what this teacher is like. 'Cause they gave just enough information on that, and I think it's gonna show us all that stuff. So hopefully, I'm hoping we get to see that. Another good episode. That's it for me though. Thanks guys for coming by, and I'll see you next time.